It's going to sound a little cheesy, but it's quite apt that his film's name is sort of raw. It has a full form. But this man is raw in real life. He's real and he keeps it raw like his action. It's a little cheesy, I know. But I think I agree. What do you think?
It's very sweet of you. It's a nice compliment. Thank you.
Great. While you've sort of moved away from that superhero, 20 men flying, mid-air stunts sort of a thing, because that's who you are. I remember you said that once. Do you still stand by that? Would you not want to go in the other zone?
For me, as much as action is important, I think the emotion behind the action and the story behind an action film is far more important, which is why Rudrani, even if I'm banging my foot and 20 men are flying, people would still clap if your emotion is right. So I think the emotion should be right. Action is about having the attitude of an action hero, not doing the action.
Would you ever go into the superhero zone if it comes to be? Because you're someone I know you love human, real characters.
Even if you look at Hollywood and you look at all your so-called superheroes, they're a lot of fun to watch. But I'm more Hancockish, a real guy who has superpowers. So I think that's fun. At this point, at least, I can't think of wearing my underwear outside of my pants. So it's a little difficult for me personally. And I don't think India would really expect John Abraham to wear an underwear outside his pants. They'd expect him to wear swimming trunks, but not an underwear outside his pants.
That's great. Would you also generally stay away from a film that gives you a vibe that, it might be a propaganda towards a government or towards a particular person?
So I go by the stories that entertain me, and the stories that entertain me will never be propagandish. It won't have a propaganda, etc. The films that you're talking about in question, I have not seen any of those, so I can't comment on any of those. There's one that's releasing with us that's been spoken about to be having a specific propaganda, but I do not know. I'll only wish them the very best.
People, unfortunately today, have extremely sensitive attitude and towards everything in general. Whether it's the social media, the uproar takes place very quickly without sort of understanding the situation also, and especially when it comes to religion or politics. How do you sort of deal with that, and how do you think about the entire situation?
I've got a song, Allah O Allah, in Romeo Akbar Walter. The first comment was, why do you have a Sufi song? Why don't you have a bhajan in it? So it's coming from a space of being ill-informed, and I think things need to change. Scary part is I'd have expected the next generation to be better informed than their parents, because their parents still have stereotypical minds, conservative minds. Nahi, ye Hindu hai, Musalman hai, ye kutta hai, kaatega, maro usko. Just the whole general thing. I thought the new generation would be progressive. The scary part is they don't seem to be, because of what's been passed down from before and what they read on social media. So that needs to be corrected. So social media is good because there are a lot of good people on it, but social media is not so good because there are a lot of nameless and faceless people on it that are saying very irresponsible things.
I sort of thought it'll be so interesting to see you do collaborations with not just Hollywood, abroad. Did that ever cross your mind?
A couple of my scripts this time have got Hollywood studios that want to collaborate on the scripts, saying that this is truly international. Why are you making it only for India?
Which one?
There are two or three very interesting things that we are developing in house. I would like to explore that option, and talking about youngsters like Tiger, etc. I as a producer want to cast people like Tiger in my. I love the boy. I just love him, and I think we both want to do a hard-hitting action film together. So I just think I want to collaborate with youngsters like Varun, Tiger, maybe outsiders like Ayushmann, when Ayushmann came, and create a lot more Ayushmanns in this industry, and make this industry probably a more balanced place.
Also, as a producer, I know that whatever a film can be, it can work on a particular date. There can be 3-4 films together. But it's very interesting that you as a producer, do you think it'll absolutely not affect a business when there are 3 big films? And I think Batla House is a big film, and if Brahmastra is a big film, will not affect the business.
I think I just do things very clearly from an audience perspective. And be it Batla House, be it Raw. When you see Raw, you'll understand. And trust me on that, Rudrani, I'm saying this on camera. If you thought Madras Cafe or Parmanu were good films, Raw's a fantastic film. It's such a good film. See the film. If any critic writes anything that's adverse, it may be a personal issue and I forgive them for it.
Always a pleasure chatting with you. All the very best. And like he says, I mean, I've seen him confident, but not this confident. So I'm going to watch it for sure. You must too. Thank you once again, John.